The Faces of Narcissism. An overview. From the editorial staff of UnderstandNarcissism.com. Why understanding narcissism matters. In recent years, the term narcissism has gained significant attention, often used to describe people who seem self-centered or excessively focused on their own needs and desires. However, true narcissism is a complex issue that can profoundly impact relationships, often leading to confusion, hurt, and even mental health challenges for those around narcissistic individuals. Understanding narcissism can help you understand this important topic and its impact on your life. We started Understand Narcissism not as clinicians or mental health professionals, but as individuals who have experienced and studied narcissistic personalities. Through this series, you will gain knowledge, insights, and resources to navigate relationships with narcissists and protect your well-being. What is narcissism? At its core, narcissism is a trait that involves an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. While we all may display narcissistic traits at times, narcissism becomes a problem when it is chronic, severe, and interferes with someone's relationships, work, or ability to function healthily. Narcissistic personality disorder, commonly known by the acronym NPD, is a diagnosable mental health condition that includes extreme narcissistic traits. According to mental health professionals, narcissistic personality disorder involves a set of consistent patterns that affect a person's thoughts, emotions, and behavior, often to the detriment of themselves and others. Our website doesn't offer clinical diagnoses or treatment, but understanding the basics of narcissistic personality disorder can help you recognize potentially harmful behaviors in others. Narcissistic traits versus narcissistic personality disorder. Narcissism exists on a spectrum, from occasional displays of self-centered behavior to more severe patterns found in narcissistic personality disorder. Here's a quick look at the differences. Narcissistic traits include behaviors like seeking attention, expecting special treatment, or putting one's own needs first. These traits don't necessarily harm others or affect daily life. Narcissistic personality disorder is characterized by consistent patterns of entitlement, manipulation, and a lack of empathy that disrupt personal and professional relationships. These traits are severe and persistent, and they often cause significant challenges for those close to the individual. While the term narcissist is sometimes used casually, narcissistic personality disorder is a severe condition that requires professional assessment and treatment. The impact of narcissism on relationships. Living or working with a narcissistic person can be deeply challenging. Narcissists often display manipulative behavior, struggle with empathy, and have an exaggerated need for attention or validation. Here are a few examples. Family and friendships. In these close relationships, narcissistic behavior can create power imbalances and lead to feelings of inadequacy or worthlessness in others. Narcissists may play family members against each other, isolate people emotionally, or become critical when others don't meet their high expectations. In romantic relationships. In romantic relationships, narcissists may seek to control or manipulate their partners, sometimes creating cycles of love bombing or excessive admiration and affection, followed by neglect or criticism. This cycle can leave partners feeling emotionally exhausted, confused, and dependent on the narcissist's approval. In the workplace. Narcissists at work can be competitive to the point of undermining others, taking credit for ideas, and seeking out admiration from colleagues. They may also manipulate work relationships to their advantage, creating a stressful environment for co-workers. Different types of narcissism. Narcissistic behaviors aren't all the same. They can appear in various forms, and recognizing these differences is helpful when identifying narcissistic patterns. Overt narcissism. This type of narcissist shows traits of grandiosity and apparent self-importance. Overt narcissists are often easy to spot. They're openly arrogant, seek constant admiration, and may not care about others' feelings. Covert narcissism. Covert narcissists, on the other hand, are more challenging to recognize. They often display a quiet form of narcissism that includes passive aggressiveness, hypersensitivity, and a tendency to feel like a victim. They still crave attention and admiration, but seek it in more subtle ways. Understanding the type of narcissism you're dealing with can give you insight into a person's motivations and prepare you for what to expect. Knowledge is the first line of defense. Recognizing selfish behavior is the first step toward managing interactions with narcissists. The knowledge you gain from understanding narcissism can protect you from being drawn into manipulative or harmful dynamics. While not all narcissistic people are diagnosable with narcissistic personality disorder or NPD, many exhibit behaviors that can still affect your mental health and sense of self-worth. With this understanding, you'll be better equipped to set boundaries, manage your expectations, and know when to seek professional help, empowering you to take control of your relationships. Next steps and resources. Understand Narcissism will serve as a comprehensive guide on narcissism, offering education, tips, strategies, and resources for dealing with narcissistic personalities. Each post, podcast, or Knowledge Hub entry will build on this foundation, exploring deeper facets of narcissistic behavior, the psychology behind it, and practical ways to protect your mental health. For those needing immediate or professional help, consider contacting licensed mental health providers or trusted resources, which we will link throughout the Understand Narcissism website. The information provided in this podcast is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional advice. We are not licensed clinicians or mental health professionals. For any concerns regarding mental health or personal situations, please seek advice from a qualified professional. For more details, please read our full disclaimer at understandnarcissism.com.